People of the internet, RetroRaconteur here, and we have some major Harry Potter Magic Awakened updates. Most of them are very, very good. There's one that's kind of a little bit annoying, but after playing it all day, I think it is a really, really solid update with a lot of good changes. So we're going to take a look at some of those now. So to start off, make sure you check your mail because it looks like they have sent us 2,500 gold and also 13 silver keys for our patients during the recent maintenance, which is always nice. All right, let's start on the positive side because Year 3 is officially here. That's right, Year 3 is in the game. I'm not going to spoil anything now other than we know the stories about Daniel, his mother, and Azkaban. I can't wait to jump in. That is by far, I think, the biggest and best part of this update right here is that Year 3 is officially in the game. You can access it right now. All right, so now let's take a look at the brand new Forbidden Forest because this is probably where the most controversial change is, and it's right here with the Ford Anglia. No longer, you guys, will you receive any gold from the Ford Anglia, and this is really, really unfortunate because the Ford Anglia was an incredible source of gold. It was a passive thing. You could get it every single day. And gold is so valuable. I mean, that is how you upgrade your cards. It's how you progress and level up in the game. The solo exploration side is still here. They've just changed up a little bit how the rewards work. So you remember before, you had to get to level 16, for example, before you ever unlocked the Bellatrix Echo. You will still get a Bellatrix Echo when you clear and hit level 16. However, that's not the only way to get that Echo now. You don't have to get that point to unlock the Bellatrix Echo. There are other ways to do that, which we'll get to here in a second. You do still earn gold. You do still earn some rewards as you progress through these. Unfortunately, I mean, the gold that you're getting here, nowhere close. Nowhere close, you guys, to what the Ford Anglia was able to put out. The most changes here in the Forbidden Forest are by far on the right side. The team exploration modes. Deathly Dell is gone. Haunted Hollow is gone, and they have been replaced with these new modes, which in some ways, it's a good change because now you can sort of choose the specific rewards that you want, or at least a certain pool of rewards that you want. For example, here, the first one, Into the Woods Gold. So right now, you can see, based on my spellbook level, I would be able to enter a level 5, and then these would be the rewards that I would be looking at. If you hit the little eye there, it's going to show you the full clear rewards based on the level that you're at. Now, each day, you can do these 2 times. And you use a lantern to do that. So the lantern is a brand new currency in the game. You can see here, they're going to be distributed every day at 5 a.m. As many as 10 lanterns can be held by a single player at the same time. So they can stack up if you don't spend them all in the same day. You do still get thank you notes, even though whenever you try to go in after using both your lanterns for the day, it will say, do you want to do this, even though you don't get any rewards. They might want to change the wording on that because at first I thought, oh, wow, this means that you don't get anything. But no, you can go ahead, go through, and you do still get thank you notes as well, which is really nice to see. Now, one more big change is even though they have this enter solo button right here, you cannot enter solo anymore unless I am just completely missing it here. Because if I try to enter solo, it pops up and says, hey, solo explorations can be dangerous, best invited companion to go. And then it will not let you progress. So like even if I click this X here, I'm just right back where I was. So the only way to get in is by inviting your companions here. Now at first I was a little panicked because I didn't think that it would allow us to invite friends anymore. The plus, it's over here now, so it has slightly moved positions a little bit. Another nice positive change is they have added matchmaking to this activity. So you can use companions if you want, you can invite your friends if you want, or you can matchmake with other players from around the world, which is very, very nice because as awesome as it is to have the companions, a lot of times they just aren't a huge help in the forest, so being able to match with other real-world players is a very nice change. All right, so let's look at some of these other options here. Into the Woods number 1, we have this path right here, which will give you a chance at the Snape, Hermione, or Neville Echoes, along with thank you notes as well, and then, of course, potion ingredients. All right, then we have Into the Woods 2 here. This is the one you'll want to pick if you want to go after Harry, Newt, or Bellatrix. Then we have the final one here, Into the Woods 3. Choose this one if you want Dobby, Hagrid, or the Weasley twins. Now, the other Forbidden Forest activity initially was not there. It's like they did the update in sort of phases. So when Opal Eyes first went live, we did not have the Tangled Web. We couldn't do it at all. And then throughout the day, it looked like they updated it. Now it is here, so we have everything at this point. And you can see the rewards here. This one not quite as good in my mind. I mean, it is nice. You can go in and get these keys when you progress all the way up here to the final level 6. But it takes about 2 weeks for it to reset. So you can see I've already done the first one here. I'll probably give the next one a try. Really cool activity, though. I do think both of them are quite a bit easier than Haunted Hollow and Deathly Dell. Now, I'm not to the upper levels yet, so I'm only on 2 right now. 1 was really easy, 2 not too bad. But even these, I feel like were a lot easier than nothing anywhere approaching the difficulty that we saw with Deathly Dell, which is kind of unfortunate because I actually enjoyed the challenge of that one, and it was very lengthy. I enjoyed the challenge of it, had fun with some friends trying to overcome it, and we finally did. So maybe we'll see something like that. However, when it comes to the Legendary Echoes, this is just a huge, huge W with this update because I've already gotten more just today than I have basically the whole time playing the game. So that is a huge win, and I'm really in favor of that. And in my opinion, the next best thing as part of this update is right here, a brand new league setting in the Dueling Club. And this is going to be absolutely incredible, especially for content creators and people who are part of a community, like in our Discord. If you're not yet part of it, join in the video description below. You have 3 options here. On the left, we have the rewards match room, custom room here in the middle, elimination match room on the right. So we're going to start with kind of the easiest to understand and work up to what I think is the coolest one. So right here we have custom room, and this is just quick. You can hop in here with 2 to 4 people, 3 to 5 minutes, and it is just going to be your basic custom match settings here. So you give a name, you can put a little lock and require a password as well if you want. So we could say, yes, we want to set that as the password. Balance mode, I want to do a little bit more experimenting on all of these because balance mode is an option in every single one of these. I was hoping that we'd have more options than just setting it on or off. I mean, maybe it's just going to magically work to where everybody is automatically set to the same level whenever you have this balance mode enabled. I hope that's how it works because that would be great to level the playing field so that even people who have really high level cards are going to be brought down to the level of maybe people who are just starting out the game. You do have another tab here on the right for detailed settings, and this is going to allow you to ban echoes. You can ban cards. You can also set your map selection here, and if you want to require 2 out of 3, so best 2 out of 3 wins. You can allow spectating as well. And then you have this push to channel option here, which basically, if you click on the little eye, it's going to give you some more information. From the way I read this, I think that if you have that enabled, it's going to be easier for people to find your room, whereas if you select no push, it means a player can only enter through the list of rooms, the room number, or via an invitation from the host. And then over here on the far right, we have bracket-style elimination match rooms for up to 16 players, or 16 teams if you want to do duo. Now, I am so excited about this one because until I started reading more details here, I didn't realize that it is set up in a way that multiple games can be happening at once. So you don't all have to be waiting for each match to finish. You don't have to watch every single match. You can see in this format, players face off against each other in a duel, and the loser is eliminated. But then right here, that first sentence, elimination matches allow multiple players to participate at the same time. Very, very cool. Half of the players are eliminated each round until a final champion emerges. And then they have the breakdown here of how it works in solo elimination versus duo elimination. All right, now the last one, which I'm actually the most excited about, and it's also the one that I was most skeptical about in the beginning, because this one requires real-world money. You say, wait, what? Requires real-world money? Well, here's why it's awesome. Because it will allow content creators, like myself, to set up a room and give you guys rewards for winning the tournament. This is awesome. I mean, I've always, whenever I've done tournaments in the past for other games, I've always tried to give some kind of reward. We've usually had to do things like Amazon gift cards, things that are easy, to give to anybody. But however, here they're giving you the option in game. So like, let's say that I want to set this reward right here. So I want you to be able to get this 1800 gold, 6 mystery cards, grants a random common, epic, rare, and then this right here is the mystery bag. So you're going to get gold, echo crystals, or gems. So let's say I just want to go for the max one. All these other settings here, let's just go ahead and put in test as a name. And we're definitely going to require a password if we did this. Just put in some random numbers there. And then I want to enable the balance mode. Detailed settings, we could go through that just like we did with the other one. But just for the sake of showing you guys how this works, let's say I want to go with this max option right here. Then when I hit create, it actually pops up where I would need to spend gems to buy a Phoenix Flutter here. And when I buy that, that is going to basically say that whoever wins that tournament is going to get all those rewards. Now, 3,280, That's a little steep. Let's see what it is for this one here. If we hit create, only 300 for that one. Okay, so I actually haven't even spent any money on the game yet, but I think this is a really good opportunity for people who want to create content on the game and sponsor these tournaments, to where basically you're saying, hey, if you participate in the tournament, you can actually win in-game rewards. Very, very cool. And that's not the only updates with dueling. They also added a limited time mode here. Looks like it's going to be going on for about 13 more days, so roughly 2 weeks. Chocolate Frog Sweets Spree. All right, let's see if we can actually figure this out. Okay, they're going after that sweet over there, but looks like Sirius caught them. Oh, no. Oh, they got the sweet, and it is sending out some crazy damage right now. Look at this. Look at this. Odd flavored sweets are here. Oh. What, man? All right, well, that was interesting. I don't know that I love it more than the usual duels, but it's a nice little change up. Now, guys, this is just the beginning. There are plenty of additional updates coming, including a totally revamped Magic Pass with new rewards. Looks like we're also going to be getting some new cards soon as well. If you guys want to know my top 10 cards for PvP right now, then I already have a video for that prepared for you. It's over on the right side of the screen now. As always, thank you all so much for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.